Hi, I'm Sean. Welcome to another On the Road video, brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop! Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Okay, we got a Samsung electric dryer. Complaint is that it's noisy. So we can go ahead and turn it on here and find out what the customer says. Obviously that's abnormal, so we're gonna open it up and see what we find. The tools needed to complete this repair are a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Okay, so the first thing to do is take off the top panel. There are 2 screws here at the back. And then with those 2 screws off, now we can slide the back panel to the rear and then lift it off. Okay, so we got our user interface. We loosened it up top and we're just going to kind of lift back. Now the wires are still in place here. So there's 2 connectors. We're just going to depress each tab and then separate our harnesses. And they're different sizes, so you don't have to worry about mixing them up when you go to reinstall. So now we can take our user interface. We want to make sure we set it on something soft so you don't damage it. Okay, now that we have the UI taken off, we're going to start to take off the front panel here. First 2 screws are going to be behind the door. They go into the blower duct. So we'll open the door, and we're going to remove the 2 screws right here. We'll set those aside. I'm going to close the door just so it's balanced better. And then we're going to remove the 4 screws across the top of the front panel. Okay, so we're going to remove the 4 remaining screws from the panel. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then with those 4 screws removed, we can start to pull off the front panel. Okay, so now we're going to remove the front panel. Going to pull it out, and we can't go too far because we do have our wires for our door switch. So I'm just going to reach in there, disconnect the door switch, and then with that off, now we can remove the front panel from the dryer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take off our top brace here. There are 5 screws that hold this one on. We'll hit the first one. And then when we go to get this off, the wires are held in place with some like support ties, so that way the wires don't fall down in the way of the drum. So when we go to lift this up, we'll lift it up and off, but we can't pull it all the way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and disconnect our wires, and now they just untwist, and then the wires will pull out of the little support. All right. Then we can set this panel to the side. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and disconnect the harness. It just presses in with the tab, and then we'll slide apart. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove the 5 screws that are holding the front housing on. There's 1 down here on the blower housing, and then there are 4 supports all the way around the perimeter. And then with those out, now we can take off that front housing. Okay, so we'll remove the front housing. In order to do so, we're just on each of the 4 places where we just removed the screws, we're going to just lift up and then out. We're going to do the same for this side. And then we can take it off and out of the way. Okay, now that we got that front housing off, now we can see a little bit more inside the dryer. And when we pull this off, we can see on the cover here for our blower housing by the blower wheel, see where the blower wheel is rubbing and chewed up through that cover for the blower housing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and disconnect the belt. I'm going to pull the idler pulley over and disconnect roll the belt off so it's loose. Okay, now to access the motor assembly, we're going to go ahead and remove the drum. The belt is loose, so we're just going to slide everything out towards the Alright, so we're going to disconnect our wiring to our motor blower assembly. There's 2 harnesses here, motor harness, and then the broken belt switch over here. So we'll go ahead and just disconnect these. Just pull them off. There's a tab on each side for the motor harness. Push down and then pull that out. And then over here for the broken belt, that just pulls straight out. So the wire's all disconnected. There are now 3 Phillips screws on here that we're going to go ahead and remove. So the first one is right underneath where the motor harness was. And the other 2 are on either side of the end of the motor, right down on this side. Now with that removed, we can go ahead and take out our motor and blower assembly. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and remove the motor and blower assembly. We're going to disconnect it from the tube that goes out. And then the motor will slide slightly to the right. Our wiring got stuck. And then we can move it out. Okay, so we have our 2 new motor and blower assemblies here. The only thing that has to be transferred over is the spring for the idler pulley. We're going to take that off and put it on the new one. So we'll go ahead and just pop it right off. Put it through the 2 holes. Just like that. Okay, so we got our motor and blower assembly. We're going to go ahead and reinstall it. On the bottom of the motor mount, there are 2 tabs. They're going to go into these 2 slots here. And it's going to slide over to lock in, and then we can screw it down. So we're going to go ahead and just set it in place. Make sure we're not on top of our wiring. Look up our blower, our tubing. And then now that it's in position, we can go ahead and install the 3 screws that we took out previously. I'm not going to tighten them down, that way if I have to slightly adjust the motor, I can. Once I get this one in, we'll tighten them all up. There, now we have our motor securely fastened. Next step would be to go connect all of our wiring that we disconnected previously. So I'll do it in reverse fashion. We'll start with our broken belt switch. Push it on. We have our motor harness. And then we have our thermistor and our thermal fuse. Now with that all hooked back up, we can go ahead and put our drum back in and connect our belt. Okay, we already put our drum in and reconnected our belt. Now we got the front housing with the drum supports on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. The rollers at the bottom of the drum support have to go under the lip of the drum. So we'll go ahead and just try to get it started. And then we have to lift up and get the hooks on the side panel to the proper location. Make sure you get all four before you start screwing it down, or you'll have to take it back apart. So we're going to go ahead and reconnect our sensor with the harness. Okay, so now we're going to have our front housing support to put on, but we also had the little plastic clips that held the wire on it out of harm's way. We're going to go ahead and just push them back in, and to secure it, you just twist these and it kind of locks it in place. So we're going to do it to all four of the little clips. And then once we get our wires in position, we can go ahead and just, we'll be able to pull them a little bit tighter to get it in place. So we'll go ahead and set this in place. So we're going to go ahead and secure our front panel. Before we put it on all the way, we want to reconnect our door switch. Then we can just press the panel up into position. And then we can go ahead and reassemble with the 1, 2, 3, 4 screws up top and the 2 that are down into the blower housing. Okay, now that we put the 6 screws on to attach the front panel, the 4 up top and the 2 into the blower housing, we have our interface here that we're going to go ahead and install. And we got to connect our wire harnesses that we just connected earlier. And then with those hooked up, we just twist it back and it just kind of snaps into place. Okay, so we got the UI installed here. Now we're going to go ahead and put on our top panel. Slide it into position. Then we have the 2 screws we removed earlier. I'm going to go ahead to the back and go ahead and install those. And that finishes the repair of the blower and motor assembly. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.